watched the doorway after you were gone, thinking maybe you'd remember what we lost. Your jacket still hangs where you left your name, a quiet echo of the love you couldn't claim. I gather pieces of the things we tried, but some hearts break too gently to survive. And I keep searching for the reasons why you let go long before you said goodbye. 'Cause I had a heart too soft for your goodbye, too open for the way you chose to leave my side. You slipped away like someone fading from a dream, leaving me with promises you never meant to keep. I held on even when the truth was hard to find, but I had a heart too soft for your goodbye. The nights are longer than they used to be, filled with shadows of the way you looked at me. I trace your memory like a fragile line, one wrong touch and it all unwinds. You taught me gently how to lose, but never how to stop loving you. And I still stumble where your silence lies, trying to understand the reasons in your eyes. 'Cause I had a heart too soft for your goodbye, too open for the way you chose to leave my side. You slipped away like someone fading from a dream, leaving me with promises you never meant to keep. I held on even when the truth was hard to find, but I had a heart too soft for your goodbye. Maybe love was never meant to stay. Maybe we were built to fall away, but still I break in all the quiet places where your absence paints its empty traces. 'Cause I had a heart too soft for your goodbye, but now I'm learning how to breathe without the lies. You drifted off like a whisper losing wind, but I'm finding strength in where your shadows end. I held on even when you left me wondering why, but no more, this heart's not soft for your goodbye. I close the door you left behind and take my softness back this time. me softly when the lights were low, only when the world had no need to know. Your whispers lived where shadows stayed, a hidden truth you never let me name. I learned to breathe in all your half-kept dreams, and hoped one day you'd choose to be seen. But love can't bloom where no one sees it grow, and I was waiting for a heart you couldn't show. You left me only in the quiet, where no one else could hear your truth. You kept me somewhere safe and silent, but silence never felt like proof. I needed more than stolen moments, more than nights you wouldn't own. You loved me only in the quiet and left me loud and beat alone. I traced the outlines of your secret fears, the parts you hid behind unspoken tears. You let me in, but only halfway through, enough to feel you, never enough to choose. And I kept hoping we would find our light, but you stayed folded in the safety of the night. And every promise faded before it reached your lips, a love you held too loosely in your fingertips. You loved me only in the quiet, where no one else could hear your truth. You kept me somewhere safe and silent, but silence never felt like proof. I needed more than stolen moments, more than nights you wouldn't own. You loved me only in the quiet and left me loud and beat alone. Maybe you were scared of who we could become. Maybe I was scared of living half loved. But hearts were made for hidden rooms, and I broke trying to fit inside yours too. You loved me only in the quiet, but I'm learning how to hear my voice, finding strength in the ones who see me, not the ones afraid to make a choice. I'm leaving all the whispered shadows and the love you never let unfold. You loved me only in the quiet, but I need more than being half told. So I step into the light, where love won't need the night. alive. The waves still whisper secrets you left behind. Your laughter lingers in the dimming sky, a fading echo I keep replaying in my mind. I trace the footprints we almost made, but time washed them out like we were only a phase. And I still search the nights we used to claim, hoping starlight might say your name. Where the falling stars remember us, where the heavens keep the love we lost. Every spark a moment we couldn't save, every shimmer a promise we couldn't brave. You slipped away before the dawn broke through, but the sky holds what I couldn't hold of you. There in the dark, the falling stars remember us, even when you don't remember what we were. Your voice returns in fragments on the breeze, soft as a memory I'm scared to breathe. I hold the twilight like it once held you, a fragile place where dreams almost came true. And though the night keeps pulling me apart, I still feel you written in the constellations of my heart. And I keep hoping the universe might rewrite the ending you left in the quiet of that night. Where the falling stars remember us, where the heavens keep the love we lost. Every spark a moment we couldn't save, every shimmer a promise we couldn't brave. You slipped away before the dawn broke through, but the sky holds what I couldn't hold of you. There in the dark, the falling stars remember us, even when you don't remember what we were. Maybe some loves burn too bright to stay. Maybe we were a wish the night couldn't keep safe. But when I look up, I still feel your touch in every star that falls too soon, too much. Where the falling stars remember us, and the night repeats the things we never discussed. Every heartbeat feels like a spark we knew, every tear shines with the ache of you. You walked away before our fate could trust, but somewhere above we're still luminous. There in the dark, the falling stars remember us, even if we're nothing more than dust. I lift my eyes and let the sky be where our memories survive. I held your promises like sunlight in my hands, believed every word you whispered in the dark. You painted futures on the walls of my heart, then walked away away before they even had a chance. I tried to stand where your shadow used to be, but every step just pulled another piece of me. You taught me how to break, how to fall with no one left to catch the ache, how to breathe when every breath begins to shake. I didn't learn to leave, but you taught me how to break. Your memory lingers like fingerprints on glass, a quiet bruise that never fades with time. I try to stitch the silence back into my life, but every thread keeps pulling me to the past. I hear the echoes of the love you didn't keep, and somewhere in them I lose another piece. You taught me how to break, how to fall with no one left to catch the ache, how to breathe when every breath begins to shake. I didn't learn to leave, but you taught me how to break. Maybe healing starts where all the truth is raw, where I admit you never loved me after all. But even now I feel the fracture when I speak your name, a lesson carved too deep to ever fade. You taught me how to break, but now I'm learning how to turn the pain to grace, how to stand without the pieces you erased. I didn't learn to stay, and I won't let you teach me how to break. So here I am, gathering the parts you left behind, finding strength inside the cracks you carved in time. I left the porch light on for you, like I always used to do. Your footsteps never reached my door, but hope kept whispering maybe more. I sat with shadows on the stairs, counting promises still in the air. Every quiet hour felt like truth, saying I was waiting more than you. And I held on even when the night turned cold, still believing in stories we never told. Now there are tears on the welcome mat where you smile coffee cup is by the sink, still holding echoes of the way you'd think I kept your sweater on the chair, like you'd walk in and still be there. Love used to bloom in simple things, now it feels like winter in the spring. I sweep the floor but somehow fall into pieces that still miss your call. And I'm learning how to breathe without your name, even though the air will never be the same. Now there are tears on the welcome mat, where your smile used to land when you came back. Every drop of memory we couldn't save, every trace of path you never stayed. You left silence where your heartbeat said, now the only thing returning is the past. And I'm standing here with tears on the welcome mat, trying to accept that you're not coming back. Maybe love was meant to fade slow, maybe letting go is something we grow. But I still wait for footsteps that won't come, and blame the dawn for rising like it was. Now there are tears on the welcome mat, and I'm learning to live with the ache of that. Every heartbeat still wants to believe, but your goodbye never learned to leave. You left shadows where you left to say, now I'm holding what's left of what we had, still standing here with tears on the welcome mat, finally whispering that you're not coming back. The porch light dims, but my heart still lets you in. I still remember the way you'd call in quiet moments, no reason at all. You held my heart like something true before the silence started growing through. And I replay the spaces where you slipped, every minute losing one more grip. These are the hours you forgot, the ones where I loved you more than I thought. Every sunrise you let fade, every memory let slip away. You walked out without a second glance, left me standing in the aftermath. These are the hours you forgot, but they're all I've got. Your shadow lingers on empty chairs, your laughter echoes like unanswered prayers. I trace the moments we almost kept, but promises crumble where your silence slept. And I'm holding pieces you left behind, trying not to lose what's left of mine. hold the minutes you left unfinished.
You walked in like a summer breeze, soft and warm, you unfolded me. I didn't know what falling meant till you wrote when my heartbeat said. But even in your smile I saw a trace of something holding back you couldn't face. Your voice still lingers in my mind, a fading note I can't rewind. We built a world of maybe soon, but promises collapse too soon. I try to hold the pieces of your fear, but you kept walking, even standing here. Keep you leaving from drawing near. We were almost meant to stay, but almost walked away. And I'm left holding everything we almost became.
We used to speak in colors soft and bright. Now every sentence fades into the night. Your eyes once met mine halfway home. Now they wander like they're on their own. I try to reach you, but the edges shake. like silence knows a sound we never made. It's the quiet between our words where all the hurt begins to grow. The things we never said are the ones that echo loudest now. You're standing right beside me, but you feel a world away. In the quiet between our words, we slowly lost our way. Coffee cools between untouched hands. We smile like strangers trying to pretend. I hear the distance in your soft I'm fine. A fading truth buried in your sighs. We keep pretending nothing's out of place, but silence draws a line we cannot trace. It's the quiet between our words where all the hurt begins to grow. The things we never said are the ones that echo loudest now. You're standing right beside me, but you feel a world away. In the quiet between our words, we slowly lost our way. If love is slipping through the spaces, tell me how we ever save this. Are we too far to speak the truth, or are we scared of what we'll lose? It's the quiet between our words, the place where we forgot to stay. If only we had spoken, maybe love wouldn't slip away. You're here, but I can't reach you, no matter how I pray. In the quiet between our words, we whispered our last goodbye that day. And now the silence is all we have left to say. Trace the places where you used to stand. Your shadows linger on my trembling hands. We used to speak in quiet, honest tones. Now every word feels like it's made of stone. The space you left keeps growing every night. A quiet ache that never fits quite right. I reach for you across the fading light, but love can't bridge what's lost from sight. And I'm trying not to fall apart, but silence cuts deeper than the dark. You drift away with every passing day, while I'm still learning how to stay. a distance between our hearts that I can't cross, no matter how I try. Every step just pulls us further, every truth becomes another lie. I'm reaching out with broken fingers, but the hurt keeps tearing us apart. No matter how close we stand, I can't find you through the distance between our hearts. I replay moments like a fragile song, wondering which note we played wrong. Your laughter used to echo next to mine. Now it feels distant, lost in time. I hold the memories like they're glass, afraid they'll shatter if I breathe too fast. You're here but somehow not the same, a stranger wearing your old name. And I'm still hoping for a sign that there's a way to realign. But love can't bloom when hearts retreat, and ours forgot how to meet. There's a distance between our hearts that I can't cross, no matter how I try. Every step just pulls us further, every truth becomes another lie. I'm reaching out with broken fingers, but the hurt keeps tearing us apart. No matter how close we stand, I can't find you through the distance between our hearts. Maybe we lost us somewhere quiet, in the pauses we could never heal. Maybe love isn't gone, just tired, too faint to trust, too torn to feel. If goodbye is the path we're taking, let it be soft, let it be real. But no, I loved you with everything, more than I could ever reveal. Still there's distance between our hearts, a widening space we can't deny. I whisper love into the silence, but it fades before it reaches your side. I'm holding on, though it's breaking, but truth is pulling us apart. I'll let you go with trembling hands and set us free from the distance between our hearts. One day I'll walk without this weight and breathe a world that doesn't ache. But tonight I'm learning how to part with the distance between our hearts. Feel the quiet trembling in my hands, like every beat still understands. You were the rhythm I leaned on, a soft heartbeat that it's now long gone. I try to steady what you left undone, but every breath reminds me you were the one. 'Cause I still feel your name on my pulse, running wild beneath my bones. Every echo of the love we lost still moves through me like a ghost. I wish I could let it go, but I feel your name on my pulse. I trace the memories like faded lines, a quiet warmth I failed to hide. You were the fire beneath my skin, a fragile truth I kept within. And I keep trying to outrun the past, but your heartbeat lingers, beating fast. 'Cause I still feel your name on my pulse, running wild beneath my bones. Every echo of the love we lost still moves through me like a ghost. I wish I could let it go, but I feel your name on my pulse. Maybe love was meant to stay in the spaces words can't say. Even if you're gone from me, your rhythm still lives quietly. 'Cause I still feel your name on my pulse, and it hurts, but it's all I know. Every moment that we couldn't save still rushes through me like a wave. Maybe someday it won't show, but tonight your name still beats on my pulse. One day this heartbeat will be mine again, but tonight it still remembers when. I hear your footsteps in the hall again, a phantom sound beneath my skin. Your name still lingers in the dark, a quiet bruise upon my heart. I'm trying not to fall apart, but your silence keeps pulling me back to the start. 'Cause echoes don't lie, they keep telling me why. All the words you left behind still cut like they were never mine. Every whisper, every sigh, echoes don't lie. breaking me each time. The empty spaces breathe your trace, a haunting warmth I can't replace. I hold the truth with trembling hands, hoping it turns to light again. But the past keeps calling out your name, and I'm the one still burning in the flame. 'Cause echoes don't lie, they keep telling me why all the words you left behind still cut like they were never mine. Every whisper, every sigh, echoes don't lie, they keep breaking me each time. Maybe love was meant to fade slow, like fading stars in the afterglow. But the quiet hurts the most when your memories turn to gas. Said echoes don't lie, now I finally know why. Every promise, every cry was the truth we tried to hide. But I'm learning to say goodbye even when echoes don't lie. Tonight I'll breathe without your sound and let the echoes settle down. I kept your sweater on the chair, like you'd walk in and still be there. Your shadow lingers on my skin, a quiet ache I'm living in. I replay words you never meant, trying to heal with what was left. After the last I love you, the world stopped holding its truth. Every heartbeat fell out of tune, since I'm learning life without you. After the last I love you, I'm standing in the pieces you withdrew. Your laughter haunts the empty rooms, soft echoes wrapped in fading bloom. I trace the spaces where you stood. If letting go was easy, I still could. But memories spill like summer rain, touching the parts I can't explain. After the last I love you, the world
to fade slow, leaving fingerprints on my soul. I'm still walking where we used to be, trying to find the rest of me. After the last I love you, I'm breathing in a sky so blue, knowing time won't erase what's true, but I'm finding strength you never knew. After the last I love you, I'm learning how to live beyond you. One day this ache will pass through, but tonight I'm whispering goodbye to you. The night is colder than December, as I trace your name on the window's frost. Every echo of our moments feels like something I've already lost. Your sweater's hanging on the chair, like it's waiting for you to return. But the silence in this room reminds me some lessons love must let you learn. And I keep trying to forget you, but forgetting never stays, 'cause the air still holds your shadow in the softest, cruelest ways. I'm still breathing your goodbye, like it's the only air I know. Every heartbeat sounds like breaking, every memory won't let go. I'm surviving in the spaces where your voice used to collide. Even now I'm still breathing, still breathing your goodbye. I walk the places we once wandered, but they don't feel the same tonight. Even street lights look exhausted, like they're dimmed without your light. I keep replaying all our endings, searching for a different turn, but the truth is in the ashes of the love I couldn't burn. And I keep trying to move forward, but your ghost keeps pulling near. Every
behind. I'm learning how to stand again with the pieces you untied. Every tear becomes a whisper saying I will rise in time. But tonight I'm still breathing, still breathing your goodbye. When the dawn begins to open and the world regains its light, I'll exhale the hurt you gave me and reclaim my fragile sky. The morning breaks without your shadow, just a window filled with gray. Every hue we used to live in slowly drains itself away. I touch the walls we painted softly, they don't feel like they're still mine. 'Cause the world you once lit up for me lost its glow the day you said goodbye. I keep searching through the quiet for the warmth you used to show, but the colors that you carried faded faster than I know. You left me in colorless skies where the sun never rises the same, and I'm walking through memories like a ghost calling your name. Every dream we held together has turned to shadows in my mind. You left me in colorless skies, and I'm learning how to find my light. I replay the night you left me. Rain was dripping down your hair. Every drop felt like a warning of a world beyond repair. Now the seasons blur around me, nothing blooms the way it should. Even spring feels like an echo of a love misunderstood. I keep reaching for a reason why your heart let go of mine, but the answers you abandoned left me stranded in this time. You left me in colorless skies where the sun never rises the same, and I'm walking through memories like a ghost calling your name. Every dream we held together has turned to shadows in my mind. You left me in colorless skies, and I'm learning how to find my light. But someday I'll paint new mornings in the shades you couldn't stay, and I'll learn to breathe in colors that weren't meant for you to take away. No, you left me in colorless skies. I'll rebuild all the hues that I lost, and I'll walk through the ashes, knowing heartbreak has its cost. Every tear became a pilot for the strength I've yet to find. You left me in colorless skies, but the dawn night when I close the door on you. I'll paint skies that feel like breathing in a brighter, gentler hue. We were flames beneath the twilight, burning brighter than we knew. Every promise fell like sunlight, falling soft between us two. But the nights grew cold and quiet, where our memories used to shine. Now I'm standing in the silence, tracing ruins of your line. I held on like it could save us, even when the sky turned gray. But the truth fell like an ember, and it carried you away. Now I'm holding the ashes of our forever. They slip through my fingers like fading weather. I reach for your warmth, but it's gone, it's gone. And the fire we swore would always burn on. Now I'm left with the ashes of our forever, trying to breathe in a world without your tether. I replay the final moment where your voice began to fade. Every heartbeat felt uncertain, like a vow we couldn't save. I still whisper to the shadows as if they could bring you near. But the wind keeps stealing answers, only leaving me the fear. I keep searching for the reason why forever turned to dust, but the past won't hold together when there's nothing left to trust. Now I'm holding the ashes of our forever. They slip through my fingers like fading weather. I reach for your warmth, but it's gone, it's gone. And the fire we swore would always burn on. Now I'm left with the ashes of our forever, trying to breathe in a world without your tether. Maybe love was just a wildfire, blazing bright before its fall. Maybe losing you was learning how to rise when I've lost all. Still I'm holding the ashes of our forever, but I'm learning to stand through broken weather. I'll carry your light even when it's gone, though the fire we had won't ever burn on. I'll breathe once more and close the door on the ashes of our forever.
Heard the quiet in your voice first, like a held back winter rain. You spoke to me in softer echoes, as if love was slipping from its frame. Reaching for my fingers, stop turning when I call, and every little pause between us felt louder than the fall. I tried to fill the fading space, but your silence took its place. When you stopped saying my name, the world around me didn't sound the same. Every syllable you never spoke turned into promises you broke. I felt the ending in your breath long before you ever left, and that's when everything changed. When you stopped saying my name. I still replay the early mornings, coffee steam and tangled sheets. Your laughter used to warm the room. Now it's just a ghost that repeats. I learned to read the empty moments, the ones you thought I'd never trace. But love leaves clues in quiet places, and truth shows up in your face. You drifted further every night till I lost you to the fading light. When you stopped saying my name, the world around me didn't sound the same. Every syllable you never spoke turned into promises you broke. I felt the ending in your breath long before you ever left, and that's when everything changed. When you stopped saying my name. Maybe love doesn't turn to ashes, it just slowly loses flame, and all the things we never mentioned are the ones that still remain. When you stopped saying my name, I finally learned we weren't the same. Every silence you left behind cut deeper than our last goodbye. I kept the pieces you let fall, but you don't need them now at all. So I whisper what you never claimed. Goodbye to you.
but I'm learning not to answer anymore. I still catch you in the corners of the rooms you never loved. Every shadow feels familiar, like it's you I'm dreaming of. I walk slow, afraid to follow footsteps that don't quite exist, but the air remembers softly every moment that I miss. I know you're gone, but somehow your kindness lingers in the air, and I'm holding on to echoes of a love that isn't there. 'Cause the ghost that wears your smile still visits me once in a while, takes me back to every promise I believed for far too long. And the ghost that wears your smile makes the lonely feel worthwhile. Even though you're gone forever, your goodbye still lingers on. Your laughter haunts the hallways like a light I can't turn off, and the nights feel like a movie where I'm stuck inside the loss. I reach out, but only silence answers when I say your name. Still your memory keeps knocking like it wants to stay the same. I know healing isn't pretty, and the truth cuts like a flame, but the hurt feels less like hurting when I see your smile again. 'Cause the ghost that wears your smile still visits me once in a while, takes me back to every promise I believed for far too long. And the ghost that wears your smile makes the lonely feel worthwhile. Even though you're gone forever, your goodbye still lingers on. Maybe loving you was learning how to lose and still survive, how to live with all the memories that refuse to say goodbye. And the ghost that wears your smile stays with me for just a while, holding pieces of a story I can never rewrite new. And the ghost that wears your smile makes the darkness feel gentle. Though the truth remains unchanging, I'm still half in love with you. So stay if you must linger in the spaces you once knew. If the ghost that wears your smile is the closest thing to you. by the doorway, pretending you might walk back in. Your sweater still lies on the armchair, like it's waiting for your skin. I memorize the quiet evenings where your laughter used to be. Now the silence feels like oceans crashing right in front of me. Every dream I had of us fades the moment I wake up. Good night, my almost, the love I held but never owned. You were a promise near my hand, but slipped away like blowing sand. I wish the stars could rewrite time, but some goodbyes don't leave a sign. So here's my whisper to the dark. Good night, my almost heart. I still replay the near beginnings, all the things we almost said. We danced so close to something real, but stopped right at the edge. I traced the outlines of your shadow on the life we never made. It hurts to know the sweetest parts were the ones that never stayed. I reach for you in empty space, still searching for your fading trace. Good night, my almost, the love I held but never owned. You were a promise near my hand, but slipped away like blowing sand. I wish the stars could rewrite time, but some goodbyes don't leave a sign. So here's my whisper to the dark. Good night, my almost heart. Maybe in another lifetime we'd make it past the uncertain lines, but in this one I'll close the door on what was nearly evermore. Good night, my almost. I'm learning how to let you go, even though a part of me still waits where your light used to glow. If someday we meet again, I'll smile at what we couldn't begin. But tonight I'll set you free at last. Good night, my almost. Good night to what we never had. And in the quiet of the night, I finally tell you goodbye. I packed away the photographs, but your smile still finds my eyes. I changed the sheets, moved all the frames, but your ghost keeps passing by. I tell my friends I'm doing fine, they believe what I pretend, But the truth is every heartbeat still whispers your name again. I try to stand on my own 2 feet, but one still walks where you used to be. 'Cause half of me's still yours, even after all the closing doors. I'm learning how to breathe alone, but my soul still calls you home. I keep saying I've moved on, but the echo proves me wrong. No matter what I'm fighting for, half of me still yours. I wear the coat you never liked just to feel a little brave, but the quiet hits me hardest in the spaces you once saved. I try to paint a brand new life, but the colors turn to blue. Every shade I try to choose still somehow leads back to you. I've tried replacing all the pain, but the missing piece remains your name. 'Cause half of me's still yours, even after all the closing doors. I'm learning how to breathe alone, but my soul still calls you home. I keep saying I've moved on, but the echo proves me wrong. No matter what I'm fighting for, half of me still yours. Maybe someday I'll forget where your shadow used to fall, but tonight I trace the memories like they're written on my wall. 'Cause half of me's still yours, even when my heart is tired and torn. I try to lose the way it feels, but some wounds never learn to heal. If tomorrow finds me strong, I'll remember all along. No matter what I'm reaching for, half of me still yours. And until I finally close that door, half of me still yours. Kept the letters you never sent, read between lines that were never meant. You left a ghost where your touch should be, but I still love the memory. Every promise fell like rain, still I whispered your name, trying to hold on to what slipped away. Empty hands, full heart, I gave you all my broken parts. You took the light and left the dark, and I
tracing your name in the dark. You took my world, tore it apart, yet I'm still loving you from afar. So here I stand with nothing to show except a heart that won't let go. Empty hands, it's all I know. You painted love in shades of blue. Every promise felt so true. And now the canvas fades to gray as your footsteps walk away. I trace the lines where we once met. Your shadow lingers a silhouette of every word we can't forget. What's the color of goodbye? Is it the tear that never dries? Is it silver rain beneath the sky, or the red that fades from your eyes? If love was every hue we tried, then goodbye's the one we can't describe. The morning light feels bittersweet. Your ghost still hums our melody. Every memory paints me still in tones my heart can't help but feel. I reach for warmth that isn't there. The air still smells of your despair, and I keep breathing what we shared.
pretending you walk through that door, but the echo's all that answers me anymore. You said love would never fade, but even stars forget the promises they made. And I'm still lost where you used to stay. You don't call me home anymore. You don't say my name like before. All the warmth that used to fill this place has turned to shadows I can't erase. You don't call me home anymore, and I'm still standing by that open door. I hear your voice in the late night rain, whispering comfort through the pain. But it's just my mind replaying scenes of what we were, not what it means. Your silence screams louder now than any fight we had somehow. And I still hope you turn around. You don't call me home anymore. You don't say my name like before. All the warmth that used to fill this place has turned to shadows I can't erase. You don't call me home anymore, and I'm still standing by that open door. Maybe love has its own goodbye, the kind you never see. Just feel inside. I built my world on your return. Now I watch it quietly You don't call me home anymore, but I still keep your key by the drawer. Every corner whispers what we lost. Every heartbeat counts the cost. You don't call me home anymore, but I'll still love you forevermore. If someday you find your way to where my heart still stays, you'll know I never moved away. You said the stars were ours to keep. We built our dreams before we'd sleep. In every word I heard your vow, but time has a way of breaking somehow. I still see your face in every flame, whispering my half of your name. We were almost forever, almost something that time couldn't sever. We held the sun but lost the light. Love so wrong, it felt so right. We were almost forever, but almost doesn't last forever. The photographs don't fade in line. Your touch still lingers between the lines. I close my eyes and count to 10, but you're not coming back again. Every echo still sounds like you, a promise gone before it grew. We were almost forever, almost something that time couldn't sever. We held the sun but lost the light. Love so wrong, it felt so right. We were almost forever, but almost doesn't last forever. Maybe we were just too young to know how fragile love can come and go. We touched the edge of something true. Well, the edge was sharp and it cut us through. We were almost forever, almost more than hearts could measure. Now I'm standing in the afterglow, everything we'll never know. We were almost forever, but forever said no. I still wear your memory like a scar. Almost forever is what we You walked away without a sound, left your coffee cup, your ghost around. I tried to breathe, but every breath still tastes like the night you left. Your absence learned to wear my name, and silence never felt the same. It's the way you forgot me, like I was there. forgot me. The photos fade, but I still stare. Your shadow's gone, yet it lingers there. I trace your smile in the midnight rain, whispering words you'll never say again. You vanished soft like morning's hue, and left me chasing pieces of you. It's the way you forgot me, like I was there, like the wind that brushes through your hair. No goodbye, no second glance, just the echo of a broken chance. You moved on like it was easy to be, but I'm still lost in the way you forgot me. Maybe love was just a flame that burned too bright to keep its name. I still hold on to what's long gone, singing our song when the lights turn on. It's the way you forgot me, quiet and slow, like winter covering all I know. You let me fade with the evening hue, but my heart still remembers you. You moved on like it was meant to be. I'm still lost in the way you forgot me. If forgetting is peace, I'm still at war, waiting for footsteps that come no more. I still hear laughter in the rain, fading echoes, soft but never fade. Every picture I try to hide away still breathes your name in quiet gray. I thought healing meant forgetting you, but every scar remembers too. 'Cause love was never meant to last forever, and I'm learning slow to face the truth. It's a masterpiece of pain and surrender, the art of letting go of you. Your shadow lingers in my empty room, like a ghost that hums our favorite tune. I paint my smile with trembling hands, pretending